Hey everyone, so today I'm going to go over 3 VPNs that work for India. Also, I'm going to show you that there's a big difference between finding a VPN that you can use in India to access global content and the internet freely, and finding a VPN that gives you an Indian IP address and allows you to access their local content. And that's because the Indian government has passed certain laws that force VPN providers to store pretty much all of their clients' personal data, and that's a major red flag to have in a VPN. So as a result, a lot of them packed up their servers and removed them from India, making it almost impossible to find a free VPN that would give you an Indian IP address. Now, if you're here specifically for that, I've still got my top 3 VPNs to use in India, but I'll also show you some fantastic quality VPN options that work both inside and outside of India without them collecting any of your data whatsoever. Okay, so not all free VPNs can be trusted, since most of them either resort to selling your data to advertisers or set limitations in order to incentivize you to upgrade to their premium versions. After all, they need to somehow pay server costs and maintenance. Alright, so let's start with our first free VPN, and that's going to be Windscribe. Now, Windscribe actually offers a little bit more than your average free VPN. It has servers in 10 countries and offers a 10 GB monthly limit for its users, which is more generous than most free VPNs. It also has some cool features like the cruise control feature, which automatically connects you to the best server for you, and the stealth mode, which hides the fact that you're using a VPN from your ISP and anyone snooping on your online activities. So yeah, great choice for a free VPN. Next is TunnelBear. Now, TunnelBear is pretty limited when it comes to bandwidth, as it only offers 2 GB of free data per month, but it allows you to connect to all of its 46 countries. It also has a kill switch feature that immediately cuts off your internet connection if you accidentally disconnect from the VPN server, preventing any data leaks from happening. And so if you're not interested in a huge data limit and you're looking for the most countries from a free VPN as well as a kill switch, then TunnelBear is the way to go. However, you may need to do some manual configuration to get TunnelBear to work in India due to the laws I mentioned. And our last free option, we have a Hotspot Shield. Now, this is a good option as long as you're only interested in connecting to a US VPN server. Now, despite having one server for the free option, Hotspot Shield has a lot to offer as well. For example, it offers an unlimited data plan, which is very generous, especially for a free VPN, and it has a feature called Hydra that improves your connection speed and removes server congestion. Now, it's not going to be as fast as some premium options, but it's still really good. And so if you're looking for the fastest, most generous US server VPN, then I recommend you go for Hotspot Shield. Alright, now if you don't want to put up with any of these limitations, then I'd recommend you get yourself one of the following VPNs, which has unlimited bandwidth, way more countries, a lot more features, and the ability to access content from India, of course. And if you're wondering how they manage to give you access to Indian content, it's through virtual servers, which are not physically located in India, meaning that they don't have to comply with Indian laws. The servers are located in nearby countries like Singapore, and they have the ability to give you an Indian IP address, which allows you to freely surf Indian content. So what are these VPNs? Well, starting with ExpressVPN, this is going to be the best option to go for if you're looking for the most secure and easy to use VPN out there. It has a strict no logs policy and has gone through several independent audits by reputable firms like Deloitte and PwC that proved Express's commitment to their privacy policy. Not only that, but Express also operates on RAM-only servers, meaning that they don't have any storage drives connected to their servers where data can be stored in the first place, which is great. Now, the reason why I said ExpressVPN is the most secure VPN out there is because it went through a real-life stress test back in 2017, where one of their servers was seized by the Turkish government as part of an ongoing investigation, but they found nothing of use on that server. This incident alone showed how dependable and trustworthy Express and their policies can be. Another thing I really like about Express is how easy it is to use. I don't really need to configure anything. It's just a couple of clicks. I connect to a server and I minimize the app. Now, this does mean that Express is not feature heavy, but that's by design, as they're trying to make it as beginner friendly as possible. Now, despite that, they still have all the essential features you'd want from a VPN, such as the kill switch we talked about earlier and split tunneling. Not only that, but they've recently started adding some cool features to their service. For example, they added an advanced protection feature that blocks ads, trackers, and malicious sites. Plus, you can use this feature as a simple form of parental control by blocking adult sites. And they've got an upgraded version of their lightweight UDP protocol called Lightweight Turbo. Besides that, Express has over 3,000 servers in 105 countries. And the best part is that all these servers are optimized for both streaming and torrenting, which means you can access a lot of international content with Express. And so if you're looking for the most secure and easy to use VPN, then ExpressVPN is right up your alley. It offers a 30-day money-back guarantee, allows up to 8 simultaneous connections per subscription, and is compatible on virtually every platform. Now, if you're looking for a well-rounded VPN that gives you a lot of features to configure for specific activities, then NordVPN is probably more to your liking. Similar to Express, it has an audited, strict no-logs policy and runs on RAM-only servers. It also has the necessary features like the kill switch and split tunneling, and it's also amazing for accessing content worldwide, just like ExpressVPN. Now, in terms of features, Nord is loaded with them, offering tools for pretty much anything. For example, Nord offers a bunch of specialty servers, like obfuscated servers, onion over VPN, and peer-to-peer specialty servers for torrenting. With that being said, you can torrent perfectly fine on any of their servers. It's just that you've got these P2P servers just in case. And with Nord, you also get the chance to have your own custom DNS. Besides that, Nord also has this neat little feature called Dark Web Monitor that would keep an eye out on the dark web and alert you to any leaked data. And lastly, Nord is arguably the fastest VPN out there thanks to its NordLynx protocol. Its speed rivals that of ExpressVPN, having around 10 to 25% speed drops, with the 25% only happening when I connected to a faraway server to sort of limit test its capabilities. But I've also had several instances where the speed drop was as little as 8%, which is the lowest and fastest speed I've ever seen in quite a while. It also is constantly upping the number of servers and countries they support, currently at over 7,800 servers in 125 countries. And just like Express, it has a 30-day money-back guarantee and it works on almost all platforms. And finally, if you're looking for a rather budget-friendly VPN that gets the job done at the best possible cost without sacrificing security or any necessary features, then Surfshark is the way to go. Just like Nord and Express, it has an audited, strict no-logs policy. It allows streaming and torrenting, has great speed, though not as fast as the other two, and has the necessary features we talked about earlier. But what makes Surfshark so special is the fact that it allows an unlimited number of simultaneous connections per subscription, so you can share it around with friends and family to your heart's content. And besides the necessary features, Surfshark also offers some pretty cool bonus features of its own. For example, there's the No Borders mode, which would help you get around firewalls in censorship-heavy countries, and a rotating IP address that would switch up your IP every 5 to 10 minutes, making it nearly impossible to track down your activity. Other than that, Surfshark also has some specialty servers, such as static IP servers that would have the same IP address every time you connect to them, and dynamic multi-hop servers that would route your connection through 2 VPN servers instead of 1 for double the security. Not to mention that Surfshark now has dedicated IP support, so you can get your own dedicated IP that no one else can use, which can help with accessing services that are sensitive to IP changes, like bank applications, or simply to avoid annoying capture requests. Besides that, you also get an ad blocker, which is not that impressive, but it's still alright and wouldn't hurt to have. And so if you're looking for the most budget-friendly VPN that gets the job done at the best possible cost without necessarily sacrificing security or features, then Surfshark is the way to go. Surfshark has over 3,200 servers in 100 countries and a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ultimately, if you want a free VPN for India, you can try out Windscribe, TunnelBear, or Hotspot Shield. And if you'd rather avoid the limitations that come with using a free VPN, I'd suggest checking out Express, Nord, or Surfshark, since they all work for both accessing Indian content from outside of India, as well as providing security and access to international content from within India. So that's all for today's video. I'm going to leave a bunch of links to discounts below, since you might as well take advantage of those. So feel free to check those out. And again, the paid ones all have 30-day money-back guarantees, so you're not stuck. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the comments down below, and I'll answer as many as I can. Thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.